Where to start with this? You know what's funny? A week before I got this request, I kind of said to myself, you know what? I haven't gotten an adult movie request in a while. And Kyle came in to swoop in. He came in through the back door and that back door and swooped in and said, Matt, here's another adult movie for you. I'm like, okay. Because I do think these things are funny to review. And then there's some people that get really easily triggered and pissed off that I review this stuff. I mean, number one, it's a paid request. Thank you, Kyle. I appreciate that. If anyone wants to send in any paid requests, feel free. Movie review, re-review, topic, tier list, ranking, video game playthrough for an hour, full playthrough, whatever the case may be, commentary, whatever. I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. For those who sent them, thank you. I do appreciate it. So, thank you, Kyle. I know he has a few others I need to get to, but I'll do that when I can. Thank you so much, Kyle. But yeah, some people get really easily triggered. You should not be reviewing it. Again, number one, it's a paid request. And number two, they're funny to watch. I find them funny to watch and review. And some people actually enjoy them because they laugh. They go, I wonder what this guy will say next. That's the point. Entertainment. So, for people that get easily butthurt triggered, well, this butthurt would fit in this realm. That's your fault, not mine. Relax. Life's too short. Have a Coke and smile. I don't know. So, Buck Angel Superstar. This is an adult film. Let me say that again. An adult film. Where Buck Angel, I never heard of the guy, and there's a reason, because his stuff is not my taste, it's not my forte, it's not my cup of tea. If it is for others, there's nothing wrong with that, it's just not for me. I'm just more of a simple guy. He was a lady that became a man, so he looks like, in a way, he kind of looks like me. I mean, although I don't have a pussy, you know, at least, hey, do I? No, I don't have one. I'm pretty sure I don't have one. But he does. And you see it. I'm like, okay, well, that was something I now know about. Yeah, I'd heard about it through, you know, internet, but I didn't look for it because it wasn't my forte. But now I know. And no one's half the battle. GI hose. So it was a man that became it was a woman that became a man, a female to male performer. So he looks like Mr. Clean's redneck cousin with a bunch of tattoos and hairy, and he's bald, and he's got like little facial hair, like me. But our equipment's a bit different because I was a guy, I'm still a guy, he was a lady, became a guy, okay. It's like, okay, you like the one thing, but the rest of the package is like, nah. I did enough looking at that in the mirror, so, nah. But, I mean, I guess, you know, I would say different strokes for different folks, but he doesn't really have any in the stroke, or she, or whatever the hell you want. Pronouns, whatever. He, she, he, she, he, she, her, she. Have this movie seem like, let me show you how rich I am. Because there's so many other, between the sex scenes, which there's 4 of them. I will say this is only an hour and 30 some minutes. Because some of these movies overindulge themselves, and they become like 2.5 hours, or 2 hours and 20, or 2 hours and 40. I'm like, you're not making Lord of the Rings. You're doing an adult film. But I guess, hey, you're paying a lot of money. We want you to get as much action as possible. Like, okay. I guess I could understand that, I guess. But here, there's 4. And the rest is kind of just him wandering around his place, which is a rich-ass place. I gotta say, very nice place. Buck. Anytime I think of the word Buck, I always think of the term, my name's Buck, and I want to fuck. But, Bucky, he's rich. I mean, his place is nice. And again, half the time it's like, let me show you how rich I am. And he's very lonely and very sad and lonely. He's sad and lonely because he has no one that understands me and to cuddle with and stuff. And I'm like, I'm sure you can afford to pay one. But it's, I mean, it's hard for me to feel bad for him when I see, like, he's got a huge ass place. You have a nice swimming pool, a nice shower. His shower is bigger than my room, and it's kind of hard for me to feel bad for you and what you're going through as you kind of get up and you're sad and you wander around. You go outside by your pool, have your little, your mud and doing, I'm like, you know what? You get to do. You're a porn actor who has a rich place. It's kind of hard to feel bad for you. We could trade places. Be my guest. So yeah, it's hard for me to be like, yeah. So when he's not being, depressed, which is kind of a weird direction to take for your adult film, Jerk in the Dirt can now be like to see how this guy walks around depressed. You have the first, and I don't know. I guess I don't know if I can't. So T, I don't want to say this once. So Buck is a woman that became a man. So he looks like a guy, but he's got a vagina. From here, I'm just going to say V. He has a V. Just because I don't want to keep saying vagina all the time. He has a V. Not a V-neck, but a V. All the women he's with have a dick. And from here on, I'm going to say a D. So he was a woman that became a guy. They are guys that became women. So, like, everything looks like women except there. Everything looks like a guy except there. So it felt very topsy-turvy. And it was kind of like, it made my brain kind of like go in this topsy-turvy. I'm like, okay, none of this is for me. And despite what someone asked, no, I did not do this. I didn't do this hand motion or between my legs during this entire thing. Because I'm like, this is, if it's not your cup of tea, you would not be watching in the first place. I'm watching this review because it was a paid request. And I'm sure Kyle sent this request because he knew I'd get discombobulated just to see me flustered. But you know what? If people laugh or entertain, and if the money's green, I'll do it because fuck it. Life's short. Take a laugh and a chill pill. Life's too damn short and too damn serious. So, she got the D, he got the V. Not the VD, but that's a different thing. And, sex scenes occur, and you know what happens in sex scenes. Do I really need to go into detail of that? Although the I don't know the name of the person. The chick with the D. So when they do their surgery, do the breasts always have stretch marks? I don't think the others did. That's why I asked. Because this one is like the stretch marks. I'm like, okay, I mean, Brian, with the equipment there, it's not my cup of tea. But the stretch marks is even less, just not even look at the T's, stretch marks, and, not for me, It's like, It's funny during the scene we hear a plane. I'm like, this ain't 9/11, is it? But we hear a plane in the background as they're doing it. I'm like, the plane ain't going to dive bomb this place, is it? But it doesn't. So they do oral, and one fucks the buck. Although he's kind of selfish, Buck. I know if you ever see it, you're kind of selfish in this first scene because you got to enjoy and explode multiple times, but the other one, the chick with the D, she didn't. She had to do it himself. How you want to put it? Like, you didn't even help out. What's the deal with that? I don't know why I sound like Seinfeld. What's the deal with this? You got it multiple times of enjoyment and explosions, but had to do it by itself, by herself, himself, because I don't know what her pronoun is. What the dick self had to do it itself. You couldn't help out? That's selfish. That's very selfish of you. What the hey? What the fuck? And then the person leaves, I think gets an Uber, and he's alone, and he's lonely, and he walks around. I'm rich. I could get anybody I want to have sex. I just get at a massage table when someone wants to have sex. I would love those problems. I would love those problems to not have to worry about bills, not have to worry about money, and I could just get a massage, and someone just wants to have sex, boom, right there, and just right from the get-go, you know, rich people problems. I would love rich people problems. I think we all would love rich people problems, but we're not to that yet. Because the second of the 4 is a threesome. So it's 2 chicks with the D's and butt with the V's. And they take turns with Buck. You pretty much figure what happens. And he goes to sleep, he passes out, and they just leave him. So now they're selfish. How inconsiderate. You can't even, you know, thank them. You know, you would leave them. You just leave them. 2 girls probably deal with the guy, go to a pizza place. They just leave the guy there. Poor Buck. Bucky. And then Moore's like just showing off how nice his shower is, how nice his pool is. Then this weird, like, random scene that I guess is really the only other storytelling bit is, but it's also a self-plug. Because I guess he invented this toy called an Buck Off. It's an F to M female to male stroker called Buck Off. And he's doing this commercial, and then the lady goes, you need to do it, like, tells him how to do commercial like 3 or 4 times. And says stupid stuff like, I know how it's like, because some people think I'm trans. And I'm like, that's not the same thing. And I'm sure that's the point, is that this director's an idiot and saying stuff that's not... But I guess supposed to show that even in doing commercials, you know, there are tough times, and they want him to make his voice lower, or they want him to add like a sailor, a captain, or whatever the hell. Which I don't know what kind of direction that is. He does it a couple times, and then they're done. But it's really there just to go, hey, I have this... If you're a fan of mine, I have this product. Go look it up. So the third scene is he gets a massage, and this another lady with a D, there's a pattern here, just says, I'm a big fan of yours, and then, without even his permissions, just starts eating him out. You know, I mean, isn't that kind of... If any guy did that to a lady, they'd be, like, arrested. Especially without asking permission. Like, I can't just go to a lady and go right between her legs, and she's not going to be, oh, yes, okay, yes, yes, yes. Or, you know, I massage them and go, and she'd be like, and you're arrested. Or maybe a punch to the face, or a punch to my nuts. And then arrested. Jail time. But here it's like, no, but that's the world of the adult, you know. I'm like, okay, try this in the real world and see what happens. So you're teaching bad lessons, Buck. You're teaching the world bad lessons. That if you're a massage person, you just go ahead and touch people without their permission and, you know, be fine. Although if I did it, well, I've never been to a massage parlor. Never have been. Don't know if I ever will because, well, for the most part, they're not of that variety. And even if so, I'd be like, I don't know. Who knows where their heads have been. But anyway, and then they have, you know, their fun times. Only this time, Buck is the one doing the fuck with the strap on. Hey, I guess it's different. Shows he's not just the bottom, he's the top. top of the charts. And then they get done. What's funny, there's a moment where he's supposed to be calling on a phone, right? So he does this. And then the phone's like this. And you can clearly tell the phone is not on. Like, he does this. And then he does this. And you can tell it's black because it's black. Like, when you call someone, it will show, like, you're calling the name or whoever you're calling that is dialing. And you could turn it off, turn it... Now, eventually, it could go like this when you're next to one. But he did this, and then even when doing this, before he gets to his ear, it's this. It's black. That'd be like if I'm going to call someone... Hello there. Hey, how's it going? Can I get some Domino's? You know there's nothing fucking there, so I'm not calling anyone. And you hear no one on the other end, so... It's like... like, come on. Like, just don't show this bit then. Just, like, do this and be like this. This is all you gotta do. You do this. And then you do this, so you don't see the front like this. Just do it like this. There you go. That's all you had to do. It's not that hard. But, I mean, he's rich, I'm not, so I guess, you know, that... The joke's on me, I guess. And then this last person, I guess he called... I don't know, talk to or something like therapy or something. He talks about how I should be lucky, I should be thankful. I'm a porn actor and I'm an activist, but I have no sense of closeness. And I'm like, boo fucking who? I mean, I'd love to have those problems. Most people have those problems, and they're poor, and a bunch of other shit. Anyway, they have sex, of course. She leaves. Gives him a little like kiss on the cheek, but she leaves too. And then it's not like any of the stories resolved. It's like he gets up, he's alone again. He goes, he gets his bud and drinks by his pool again. He gets to his limo, the limo drives off, and then the movie's over, and it has like almost like this dour, not this like almost depressing music, like boom, 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 da, da, ba, ba. I'm like, kind of a weird way to end your porno, but I mean, that like act like the audience should be sad and depressed, but okay. And there's really like no story if you're going in for that. And, you know, the adult scenes, it depends if you're into that stuff. I'm clearly not. It's not for me. If it is for you, I'm glad. That's good. You know, nothing wrong with that. We all have differences. We all don't like the same things. I'm not here to judge on that front. I'm just here to just review and make fun of stuff like, you know, have the, like, see, now you see how that the phone, you know. That's all. That's all it is from me. And there's Buck, superstar. Sorry, anytime I think of that, the superstar. So, I mean, I guess he's a superstar because I never heard of him before, but I'm not in that field, so we wouldn't be in the, you know, the same ballpark. So, but nothing wrong with that. So, with that said, that's another review done. And, to be fair, I got a lot of requests coming out. This was the only adult film, so for those who don't like that stuff, don't worry, you're not going to be seeing it for a while. But I will now wonder, what will the next one be? What will it entail? What kind of difference will it be? And how much will I laugh during it? Because I find this stuff fun. I do find this stuff funny. I don't know why. I just laugh at this stuff with how, how they try to make the story and all this other stuff. So I'll take that for you will. With that said, thanks for watching. Take care. And actually, I don't. That's not true. There is one more. It'll be way down the road though from Vontae. I think it's Bat Pussy. I think I gotta check my notes again. That'll be down the road because I have a lot of stuff to get to that. That request just came in recently, so that might be the one down the road. So that's the only one though I could think of. So will more come? And not in that way. We'll see. Stay tuned. We'll see you guys later. Bye bye for now.